What's up? My name is John Hart. If you are new here, thanks for being here. I'm a musician and business owner based in Mississippi, and I'm gonna give a life update video, which I guess if you are new here wouldn't mean a whole lot to you. But if you're not new here, then here's an update. If you've seen some of the videos from it's probably been a couple years from kind of when I was living off grid to now. I'm just going to kind of bring you up to speed on what's been going on. So first things first, I just bought a house after living with my parents and living above a friend's garage for the last about 2.5 years. This is the first night in the house, so it seemed fitting to do an update video. As you can see, I have not unpacked. I bought it a week ago, and this is my first night here, so got the bed in this morning and stuff, just kind of been piecing it together. So yeah, that's the first big update. It has been a long time since I've had a kitchen, a washer, dryer, any of that stuff. So I've kind of been like making it work, which is fine. It does not take a lot to make me happy. Really excited about this house. It's kind of wild that it worked out. The first time I came out here, like probably 5-6 months ago, I saw it on Zillow, and I was not like scouring Zillow. I was completely fine where I was and enjoying that. But I was like, if I can be out here, it's about 25 minutes outside of town from where I've been living. If I can find something that makes sense, I think this area is going to end up doing well. It's kind of out in the country, and I wanted some space for my horse and hopefully add some more or go back to kind of training some on the side. And this place popped up. I came out here, looked at it, and I was like, okay, wait a minute. This is kind of different than anything that I've seen. Didn't know if I'd be able to pull it off or even how to do that. I mean, I've never looked at buying anything before. And I think right when I left, I pulled up the listing to send it to somebody, and it said active under contract. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. So that fell through. And then it came back on the market like a month later, and called the realtor, and she said the last one fell through. She told me why. It was under contract again, like it might have been like the week after I talked to her. She's like, yeah, we got somebody looking at it who's pretty serious. It ended up being under contract. That one fell through, if I remember correctly, on those two, like timeline wise. And then it like sat on the market for probably like 3 months, and I was really surprised that it sat here that long. I'd prayed about it a good bit. I kind of told the Lord, I was like, I don't want to purchase this like out of the flesh. Like, I don't want to do it to compare to anybody else or to just say that I have it, or because I'm discontent, like because I wasn't with where I was living. But I was like, if it can be a good investment and if it can facilitate community and kind of give me the next step in working towards trying to keep building what I've been working to build for the last like 8 years, then I prayed that it would work out, and it just seemed like the Lord held it for me. And there was like a handful of lowball offers that came in, and we actually ended up getting it for a lot less than what it was listed for, because I told them it's not a fixer-upper, but like it needs, I think it was built in like 88, so it needs a little bit of just cosmetic stuff here and there. And I told them, I was like, that's what we do. I have a business doing that. I will not ask for anything cosmetic. I just need to make sure, like get an inspection report for the like catastrophic stuff, like make sure the foundation looks okay, make sure the HVAC looks okay, like that kind of stuff. So they ended up being super easy to work with. Like, they didn't counter anything that we asked for. We stood by our word and didn't ask for anything cosmetic. And yeah, it was honestly a really smooth and pretty easy process. So really, really thankful. It's a blessing, and I'm excited to kind of see the shape that takes. I've got plans to have shows out here, to build a writing studio, like just to hopefully be able to do stuff that can serve other people well, and kind of continue to try to build the creative scene here in the Jackson area. So yeah, that's the house stuff. brief kind of life, I guess, if you're new here. So about 2.5 years ago, left Nashville after being there for 5 years, lived off grid for like 4 months, came back to Mississippi. I thought I was going to be here for like 2 months and then moved to Texas. I ended up really enjoying being here. Some business stuff kind of started to take shape by accident. Fast forward, like I spent the first year here after painting a kitchen for a friend's rental property. I spent that first year borrowing my sister's power tools and watching YouTube videos and living with my parents and not having to pay rent. So I basically didn't make any money, but I was able to like learn a lot and start to kind of build some relationships and a little bit of a reputation. It was just fly by night, kind of I know a guy, light duty contracting, did a lot of punch lists and stuff on houses because of a couple realtors that just trusted me and kept asking me to do fix some stuff on some houses that they were selling. So that was like the first year or so. And then I guess it would have been January of 2024, had the idea to like legitimize it. And so this is it, Duke's Pressure Washing Home Service. It's named after my dog, and put a brand to it, put a name to it, made a website, talked to my youngest brother out of leaving the hospital job as a tech that he was working at the time to come help me start it before he started his first year of med school. And he's now in his second year of med school, but this was the summer before his first year. So him and his best friend, who's also now a close friend of mine, William, helped me start it that summer, and we said yes to a lot of stuff we didn't know how to do and made it work, and worked a lot of long days. And then at the end of that, Isaiah came on with me, who he's still with me. I couldn't do what I do without him. He's been a huge blessing to the business and as a friend. And yeah, he's just kind of like, whether it's listening to me rant or pressure washing or figuring out electrical stuff or like carpentry, he's thoughtful about what he does. He's good with people. He's patient. And he's also been with me through a lot of the last year. I've probably been through, I don't know, like 7 or 8 people that I have hired and fired, or hired and just kind of like with some subcontractors. Like it's nothing dramatic. It just kind of, you end up kind of parting ways. So made it through that. Most of the days last year, I probably had about 3 or 4 guys working for me every day. And that was like cool, I guess, to kind of try to navigate that and ride that wave for a little bit. But it was stressful. Like managing people just kind of never really leaves you, especially when you're the one paying them. The original goal for the business was to have something that was mine, that I could, grow, that was profitable and sustainable and could kind of grow at my own rate, so that I could have more time and resources for music. And with all the management and the stress of making sure that everybody got paid and that jobs got done well and that everybody was happy and clients were happy and all that kind of stuff, it kind of drained me, and was feeling pretty burnt out around May, and was able to kind of take a vacation, but just kind of got away to the mountains for a handful of days and really retreated and thought and prayed about kind of what the next steps were. And so anyway, we made it through the summer and decided it's just me and Isaiah going right now, and it's been just a lot better quality of life wise. I kind of realized, I was like, I've spent the last couple of years investing in tools, which I'm not really having to buy anymore, which is great, and developing a skill set that I feel good about and confident in. And I was like, I'm not using either one of those two things on a daily basis. So I was like, let's just go back to doing the work. I also finally, it took probably 1.5 years to kind of figure out how to quote stuff, and got that to a decent place. So yeah, it's me and Isaiah, and it's been a lot less stressful, and it's easier to kind of look at and manage the financial side of things. And it forced me to, with having this house, to be like, I've got to get serious about the financial side of this. I've never been motivated by money. I'm still not motivated by money. It's just kind of having a business and music and stuff is just kind of a means to an end, because I enjoy both of those things, but like I'm not motivated by nice, I don't even like going out to dinner, but like nice dinners or nice vacations or nice vehicles, like it just doesn't, I just don't really care. But like with, you know, having this house and not living above a friend's garage, like there's a different, I guess, financial responsibility that changes with this, and wanting to make this place cool and appealing, and somewhere where people want to come hang out. So yeah, it's a lot easier to kind of look at that when you don't have 4 people on the clock every day. So that's kind of where we're at business-wise. Music-wise, still the plan. I've got like 6 songs ready to go. Hopefully can really kind of put the foot down on the gas on that in the coming months. I'm working with the folks at Cloverdale Records right now, which they've been the first ever in me releasing stuff so far of anybody outside to work with me. So I'm super thankful to them for that, and they're awesome folks. It's been a great experience. Yeah, the plan is still to just like, I kind of only play live if it's a good career opportunity or if I'm making money. After losing a good bit touring, and just I'm really careful to protect morale and play into semi-empty rooms, or you know, especially nights where you lose money. It's just not good for the morale. And the older I get, the more I have to really work to protect that, so that I don't let it get in my head too much. And you know, that kind of stuff, it's easy for it to derail motivation and kind of outlook on stuff. So yeah, if the right opportunity came along, I would be on the road tomorrow. I tell people that all the time. Like, I would love to be back out on the road. It's just got to be the right opportunity. So yeah, it's still the way that I feel called to do it, is to just make music that I feel really good about, put as much effort into the quality as I can, and just make sure that I get it out, not sit on it for too long, not get analysis paralysis, and you know, have to tweak and make everything perfect, but make it as good as I can, especially take the time to write them as well as I can, and just trust that it's going to find the right audience. And some cool stuff, cool conversations, cool relationships have been happening and taking shape lately. So yeah, that's where we're at musically, and creatively. Aside from that, I guess, I mean, it ties in, but like, I definitely want to do more of these types of videos. I'll do a house tour soon. Hopefully, I still kind of want to do some day in the life stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to get to that as well. Probably some like fixing stuff around here. I would love to do a series on building this writing room on the property. So yeah, goals, and then to put more music stuff up on here as kind of a precursor to what will be released on Spotify. So I think that's everything for the most part. If you have stuck around this long, thanks for being here. If you're new here, for sure, thanks for being here. I love y'all. I hope that I can be out on the road and see y'all soon. And if you're local, I hope I see you soon. But yeah, I will be back with another one of these soon. And until then, y'all take care. See ya.